Good day, everyone. Uh, Today we will be tackling about the contemporary and postmodern philosophies in education. Okay. Okay. This presentation explores key contemporary and postmodern philosophies that have shaped educational thought and practice. We will be examining their core principles, their impact on curriculum and pedagogy, and their relevance to the Philippine educational landscape. So, we have contemporary philosophies, uh, five contemporary philosophies. No, number one is perennialism, essentialism, exten- existentialism, progressivism, and social reconstructionism. Okay. First, uh, we'll read the perennialism. So, perennialism core principles. Perennialism believes in the existence of timeless truth and enduring values that should be focus of education. It emphasizes the study of classic literature, philosophy, and history aiming to cultivate individual and moral character. So, perennialism meaning they believe sa yung truth talaga, no? They believe na yung truth at saka yung value should be focused sa education. Kung ano yung dapat na tama, ayun yung gagawin natin. At enduring values, no? So, yun yung focus dito sa perennialism. Dito din yung sa literature, philosophy, history, aiming cultivate intellectual and moral character. Meaning tinuturo din talaga yung totoo, yung truth, yung values at saka yung moral character dito. Okay, impact on education. Perennialism leads to a traditional curriculum. Emphasizes on a core subject like math, science, language arts, and history. Instruction is teacher-centered, focusing on lectures and memorization. Discipline and intellectual rigor are highly valued, no? Dito talaga yung traditional yung traditional way yung curriculum nila. Meaning, teacher-centered lamang. Yung teacher lang yung teacher lang yung nagbibigay or nagbibigay ng klase. Kaya, sa teacher lang yung nag-lecture sa mga bata o kaya yung tinatawag natin yung nag-i-spoon feed sa mga bata for them, no? For them na for the students na malalaman nila talaga kung ano yung tama kasi nag-start talaga yung knowledge sa teacher, no? So if kung natuturo tayo mga teachers natin, mga students, no, we really need na tama yung i-lecture natin, no? Yung subject na ituturo natin sa math, science, language arts, and history ay dapat accurate talaga kasi in perennialism binibigyan natin, no, ng lectures yung mga bata and memorizations at disiplina, no. So we as a teacher, no, we really need na our teaching sa bata is very accurate, no, for them to understand these things, for them to know what is really the truth, no, at control also. It perennialism emphasizes, no, talaga yung values, yung moral character. Okay, next, essentialism core principles. Essentialism hindi yata na okay, nakita muna tayo. Existentialism, existentialism emphasizes individual freedom, choice, and responsibility. It believes that meaning is created through individual experiences and choices, focusing on self-discovery and personal growth. So, in the existentialism, no? Here, it focuses on uh, or it emphasizes the individual freedom, choice, and responsibility sa bata. Meaning, binibigyan natin sila ng freedom, no? For them na ma-experience nila yung mga bagay-bagay, for them to know real situations, no? For them to discover their self and develop their personal growth, no? Kasi kung binibigyan natin ng freedom yung bata na matuto, no, he or she will be able to discover their own, no, they will discover, no, or they will experience kung ano yung they will experience independency in choices, no. These are crucial talaga sa mga bata for them to build their growth, for them to build their selves, no, for them to know, for them to experience or discover on their own. So existentialism leads to student-centered learning. So emphasizes individual needs and interests. Project-based learning, problem-solving, and critical thinking skills are encouraged. Creativity, self-expression, and independence through thought are valued. So, learning by doing by John Dewey ata. No? So existentialism, pwede rin at kasi namimit yung mga interest ng bata kasi sila lang yung gumagawa ng mga bagay. O kaya yung teacher, they are only facilitate sa mga bata. Or sinusuportahan lamang natin sila at ginaguide na lang natin sila. Kasi children have diverse needs. So okay, we let them play, we let them experience themselves, and this will build their independency. So progressivism, fourth, is progressivism believes that education should be relevant to students' lives and experiences. It focuses on problem solving, hands-on learning, and active engagement. It emphasizes social justice and democratic value. So the education should be relevant to students' life experiences. So naging focus dito yung problem solving, hands-on learning, and active engagement sa bata. Yung progressivism dito ay binibigyan natin ng halaga ang mga bata talaga. So focus natin sila sa problem solving within math, science, hands-on learning. We let them experience, no, explore, and also active engagement. We let them play, no. So democratic values, dito natin ibibigay yung mga ideas natin sa bata na yung mga totoo, yung mga logical, kasi dito talaga na yung problem solving nila. Okay? So progressivism promote experiential learning, group work, and interdisciplinary project, inquiry-based learning, and student-led discussion are encouraged. No? Critical thinking, collaboration, and social responsibility are emphasized. Okay. Social reconstructionism. Okay, social reconstructionism believes that education should be used to address social problems and promote social change. It focuses on critical analysis of social structures and inequalities. It emphasizes creative activism, social justice, and civic engagement. Okay, no? Naging focus dito yung critical analysis ng bata. Emphasizes activism, social justice, and civic engagement. So, the impact of education here is social reconstructionism leads to a curriculum that addresses current social issues and promotes critical thinking and power structures, service learning, community involvement, and advocacy for social change are encouraged. Social justice, equity, and diverse are emphasized. Okay. Dito yung binibigyan natin yung bata ng mga ng mga social responsibilities, like we will engage them sa to watering the plants. We will engage them, no, we will highly involve them sa yung mga social gatherings or mga social problems and promote social change for them no to wider knowledge, no, for them to experience real things or real situations that will help them know the real things, no, or the truth, so that they will grow mature, they will grow ano you know they will grow knowledgeable. So tsaka sa social reconstructionism, uh, these these philosophy, no, uh, are are welcoming the diversity of the students, meaning there are many students who have came from diverse needs, no. So dito ay binibigyan natin ng equality yung bata, at saka yung binibigyan natin kung ano yung mga needs ng bata, yung equity nila, at saka yung social justice nila. Okay, postmodern philosophies, no? Dito na tayo sa Principles and Philosophies of Philippine Education, Article 2, Section 17, 1987 Philippine Constitution. This section declares that education is a fundamental human right in the key to national development. The state is obligated to protect and promote the right of all netizens to quality education at all levels. So, education for all talaga. So, dito, in this article, no, there are human right talaga, or yung mga netizens have equal rights to education, no. Kumbaga, there is no discrimination at this point, no. So all netizens, all childrens have the quality education at all levels. So article ano ba to? Section 1 2, the section mandates the establishment, maintenance, and support of complete, adequate, and integrated system of education relevant to the needs and people society. It is also encourages non-formal, informal, indigenous learning system as well as alternative learning systems, and provides for their development. So binibigyan this section, no, mandates the maintenance, establishment, supports complete, adequate, o kaya binibigyan natin ng support yung ating school o yung establishment, maintenance nila, na at saka yung mga relevant needs ng mga people, no, sa society nila, mga needs ng people and society sa school, no, na mag-cater lahat ng needs ng bata, including those indigenous people, no. So we should not only focus on the box, no. So we also make alternative learning system so that provides for development, no, sa lahat ng netizens natin. So, key principle, relevance. Education should be relevant to the needs of the Filipino people and society. Equity, education should be accessible and equitable for all Filipinos regardless of backgrounds and socio-economic status. The quality, education should be of high quality and meet international standards, right? Basic development, education should promote the holistic development of the Filipino learners, including intellectual, emotional, social, and spiritual growth. Okay, personal philosophy of teaching. Importance of personal philosophy of teaching. Guidance. Okay, provides a framework for guiding teaching practices, ensuring consistency and purpose in the classroom. Okay, clarification. It helps teachers clarify their values, beliefs, and goals, leading to a more focused and meaningful approach to teaching. Effectiveness. It emphasizes teachers' effectiveness in student learning by aligning teaching practices with personal beliefs and values. So, for personal philosophy of teaching, so how to write a personal philosophy of teaching. So, reflect on your beliefs about learning, teaching, and the role of education in society. What do you believe is the purpose of education? How do you view the student-teacher relationship? So, uh, dapat kasi aralan muna natin kung uh, ano yung role natin sa society, no? Tsaka we will extend we will not only focus on one belief, but we will be focused also for other beliefs, no? Kasi we have diverse students, no? Came from diverse families, so we should respect that, no? And also yung relationship din natin sa mga students should also focus in this philosophy of teaching. So strengthen the areas for improvement. Identify your teaching strengths and areas for improvement, no? What are you good at? What do you need to work on? So background and influence. Consider your educational background, experience and influences. What have you learned from your teachers? What experience have shaped your view on education? So vision and approach. Articulate your vision for student learning and your approach to teaching. What kind of learning environment do you want to create? What teaching strategies do you find most effective? No. So in our conclusion, understanding contemporary and postmodern philosophies is essential for educators in the Philippines. By applying these principles to the teaching practices, educators can create more relevant, equitable, and effective learning environment for all students. So, differences. So, okay, that's all. Thank you. So, I hope na meron tayong natutunan dito sa mga principles of teaching so that we can use it, no? When the time is right, no? Pag nagiging teacher na tayo, lahat, all our learnings in these lessons, no? We can equip it, no? For the educators, no? We can equip it for our students, no? For the sake of our students. At saka, it is really important, no, to know these concepts so that it will help us to gain our understanding sa mga principles, to how to teach children with good moral values, and how to consider also other beliefs, no? Other netizens, mga indigenous people, or any other mga different types of people, no? So it is very important talaga to take note na sana maging moral lesson sa atin ang lesson na to, para magiging isang guide ito sa atin, no, to face sa particular challenges na darating sa atin, no, soon sa ating mga students. To become effective teachers, we should learn these concepts talaga. And also kulang yung alam natin kung hindi natin na i-apply sa ating mga students. So it is really important, no, to apply this concept sa ating mga estudyante in the near future. Okay, sana meron tayong natutunan, at Yun lang po. Maraming salamat.